The race for Secretary of State is often an afterthought when compared to things like the race for governor or Senate, but not this year.
No, election security has really become a marquee issue following unfounded claims of voter fraud and attempts to overturn the election in 2020. Well, tonight, Democratic incumbent Jena Griswold faced Republican challenger Pam Anderson in a debate hosted by the University of Denver. Our political specialist Sean Boyd was a moderator. She is here right now. We are talking about the top elections official in our state.
And the two women running for that job have very different views on how that office should operate. Secretary Griswold has come under fire for taking public positions on divisive issues. Anderson, who headed up the Colorado Clerks Association, accused Griswold of politicizing the office, while Griswold tied Anderson to election deniers, which resulted in maybe the most combative exchange of the night.
For those trying to divide this country, to unstabilize the country, to suppress the vote, we need folks to speak up.
Both of Colorado's Secretary of State candidates agree on that. Republican Pam Anderson and Democratic incumbent Jena Griswold condemn election conspiracy theories, but Griswold accused Anderson of associating with Republicans who don't.
Pam, will you pledge right now to stop campaigning with election deniers?
You are misleading the voters right now, Jena. And you, ironically, spent $1.1 million of taxpayer money against that sort of misleading information. So I will continue to go to the rooms and stand in the fray and tell the truth and do the hard thing where it's not easy as a Republican and stand up for all voters no matter what, even when it's not politically convenient.
Anderson accused Griswold of politicizing the office of Secretary of State by taking positions on divisive issues like abortion.
When the fundamental freedom to choose who to marry, when to have a kid, how to start a family is under attack, I will stand up for people's rights.
Well, it certainly raises you lots of money, millions of dollars for your campaign coffers when you take sides and let special interests enter in our democracy.
The two also sparred over Griswold's handling of a recent incident that resulted in voter registration postcards being mailed to non-citizens. It happened in 2020, too.
It was a data glitch, Sean, and I believe this has happened in prior administrations, but now we're in such a hot political atmosphere that data glitches can fuel major disinformation.
Making the error the same error again points to a management problem, points to a lack of leadership. And I think it's because you've had 3 deputy secretaries, 4 chiefs of staff, at least 3 comms directors, and at least 3 legislative liaisons. And that turnover results in mistakes.
Maybe the best question of the night came from a DU student.
What would you do if Donald Trump is the president and calls you and asks you to change election results?
I will always stand up for the will of the voters.
If I received that call and he were to be elected again, my first call, I would say absolutely not. My first call would be to the Attorney General.
Another DU student asked Anderson if she would vote for Donald Trump if he ran again for president. She replied that she has never endorsed any candidate before, saying as a clerk, her job is to be an objective, fair referee. Griswold, who has endorsed candidates, said she has no problem saying who she would vote for, and it would not be Donald Trump. No surprise.
Yeah, and there, Sean, you were just talking, there were some big endorsements coming out, too.
Right, you know, in the audience tonight, which I was surprised. I mean, this was a full house for this debate. Deb Johnson, former Denver clerk, and Hillary Hall, the former Boulder clerk, and both of them, they're Democrats, have endorsed Pam Anderson in this case. So it will be an interesting race.
Thanks, Sean. Remember, this Thursday, you can join Sean and Colorado Sun political reporter Jesse Paul. They'll be questioning Governor Jared Polis and his Republican challenger, Heidi Ganahl, in a live debate. Topics sure to include inflation, crime, and abortion rights. The debate kicks off at 6 p.m. here on CBS 4. We'll also have it streaming for you on CBS News Colorado.